The legal cases never cease, yet the progress continues. Reports indicate that Ripple consistently emerges victorious in court. In this video, I aim to discuss this issue. The Ripple case is just one major item that will significantly impact XRP in the future. A few months ago, the Forward team predicted that Ripple would face a surge in litigation, but that Judge Torres's ruling that XRP was not a security would lead to the dismissal of most of these claims, and only validate Judge Torres's decision. Folks, this is just what we observed. This is critical for the XRP's future. I would also like to show you a previous interview. Someone just leaked the interview, to the best of my knowledge. Brad, please inform me that almost no one has seen this. Garling previously conducted a House interview in which he discussed several significant institutional partnerships. You won't want to miss these people, we've never met them. Again, I really appreciate your support. I'd like to thank everyone who subscribed to the channel and watched the videos on this page. These two items hold significance. Let's dive in, and I genuinely hope you enjoy the content. I am genuinely thrilled about the introduction of lending and borrowing protocols to the XRP Ledger team, as they will introduce native DeFi into the ecosystem and provide opportunities for you to generate income from your XRP. I wanted to start this video by quickly drawing your attention to this exciting development. This is something I am really looking forward to. This is something that I believe the XRP Ledger has lacked, and it serves as another example of how powerful XRP is becoming every day for both of us. I believe that many individuals tend to overlook this fact. XRP, on its own, is a deflationary asset, it is not inflationary. In addition to being highly profitable, XRP is also getting stronger and stronger all the time. Gentlemen, is this what we're witnessing? This is a big step in improving the XRP Ledger as a financial system going forward and making it more integrated with many of the DeFi features it hasn't had yet. Institutions have not yet entered DeFi. The XRP Ledger is positioning itself to be the leading chain for institutional DeFi. With features like lending and borrowing combined with other features like decentralized identity, we're going to witness an avenue for institutions to ultimately make a significant entry into the cryptocurrency space, folks. It's really exciting to see that Ripple has a board of directors with experience onboarding large institutions and that the company's fast and efficient XRP Ledger technology pairs perfectly with these abilities to allow institutions to fully utilize features like lending and borrowing while adhering to the standards of decentralized identity. I want to move on now, but this is simply another illustration of how the XRP Ledger is developing and how my investment and yours are growing stronger every day. Join Brad Garlinghouse now. Interview that is unfamiliar to me. I always know that when I watch an interview for the first time, it needs to be relatively uncirculated. I believe I've watched most of Brad Garlinghouse interviews by now, but this one, for some reason, remained hidden. Brad Garlinghouse talks openly about how, right now, 3 of the 5 largest financial institutions are partners with Ripple, which makes this one of his most captivating interviews. It's important to keep in mind that, even though this interview took place in 2018, the insights he shared remain applicable today. Interestingly, this interview took place when XRP was trading at $3. This intriguing interview, in my opinion, provides a glimpse into what I believe will transpire once this lawsuit concludes, given that Ripple can again make these financial institutional collaborations available to the general public. I think the XRP community is about to experience something very unique. The fact that Brad Garlinghouse had these discussions in 2018 only piques my curiosity about what has been happening behind the scenes. After the resolution of this lawsuit, I suspect the organizations collaborating with Ripple will unveil a series of noteworthy announcements that they haven't yet made public. Pay attention to this. Don't you think this made you a billionaire last year? Spiral, well, Liz, there's no denying that this has been an exciting year. I believe that XRP has primarily created value by solving a real problem at scale, and I'm pleased about that. I believe that XRP's performance is really just a reflection of the problem it is solving at scale. To discuss that in greater detail, The price has dropped by more than 20% in the last day, and we know that Coinbase has stated, "We're not in this yet." However, there are numerous issues at play, with some individuals possessing upon closer inspection. They exclaimed, "Wow, that's only about $3. Tell me why it's declining. It's definitely far less expensive than Bitcoin, which costs thousands and thousands of dollars." In my opinion, over the past 30 days, XRP has increased by over 10% or 10x, so I believe what you're witnessing is that the digital asset market as a whole is very volatile. This is certainly true for the Bitcoin market and XRP. This, in my opinion, is because these markets are still in the early stages of developing what I believe will be a new asset category. I'll rewind to the beginning. XRP is a digital asset that can settle payments between banks at a speed that is both significantly faster and less expensive than Bitcoin. There's $27 trillion of money parked around the globe for this purpose. Ripple aims to solve a pressing issue by leveraging XRP to address a global payment problem. It's also 1,000 times more affordable, right? However, let's review the day's news and its related activities. Again, it's evident that these events are highly volatile, yet we remain in a favorable position. The price of Bitcoin peaked at approximately $19,000. However, you did start with some positive news a few days ago, which was the agreement of the top 3 money transfer websites to utilize XRP for this purpose. Could you disclose the identities of these 3 money transfer providers who have cooperated with you on cross-border transfers? Some cryptocurrency enthusiasts have collaborated with financial institutions and banks, but you should be more transparent about your identities. Since there are a lot of rumors regarding the Americans we are working with today, we announce when they are ready to announce as part of our work with those companies. For instance, there were numerous rumors. We didn't verify the information that had leaked out of American Express. We announced in Think About November that we were working with 3 of the world's 5 biggest companies, but we weren't ready for American Express to confirm it. As a result, we won't make those announcements to those customers until they're ready. Are you alarmed by the frenzied commotion surrounding anything related to Bitcoin and blockchain? A few weeks ago, for example, we thought of a beverage firm named Long Island ICT. The business has just revealed its market. We're renaming ourselves. We plan to view blockchain as a potential opportunity, and in the past 24 hours, the ticker has transitioned to a blockchain-related name. The coin's price fell 20% today, leading many to realize, wait a minute, there wasn't a meaningful drop. Yes, change damages legitimacy, and as you say, we're just beginning something important. That is detrimental. Well, thank you for asking about it because, in the end, you see what I'll refer to as bad actors out there, and we are establishing a new category. These individuals are taking actions that are detrimental to long-term value generation and long-term problem solving for actual clients. As you are aware, Ripple has declared that it works with over 100 customers today. Observing some of these actions, I believe that they are detrimental to the industry as a whole. We have disclosed that we collaborate with governments. One example is working with the Bank of England. We've shared some of the work we've done with the USF, as well as our continued collaboration with their task group on speedier payments. From my perspective, the primary focus of the early days of Bitcoin was the dismantling of banks and governments. Ripple has given the impression that banks and governments will continue to exist. Let's go to work. We are working on a system that will significantly improve and reduce friction for the worldwide flow of money. The interview with Brad Garlinghouse is truly remarkable, and it's among my favorites. Brad Garlinghouse, it was fascinating to see how much looser he was, although I'm not sure why. Ability to discuss topics from the past, you can observe that he just sort of tosses things around, such as the partnership, and some people believe that he was attempting to inflate XRP by doing this. Oh, guys, I know he was making things up. Brad Garlinghouse, I am aware that he is truthful. I understand that he is aware of the situation. I don't think those who believe that Brad Garlinghouse is simply making things up have any understanding of Brad's true identity. These massive partnerships exist, but Brad is unable to make them public. Brad knows a lot of things on the back end that I'm sure he would love to tell us, he just can't, and I thought this was just a great example of Brad wanting to say all this crazy stuff, but just biting his tongue and saying just wait and find out. Now guys, a lot of people have said, hey, we never waited and found it out, but what you'll notice is this interview was before the court case happened. The court case happened, and obviously they had to be hyper-conservative. Since then they've made an allegation that when Ripple makes an announcement it pumps the price of XRP, so Ripple had to make sure they didn't make any announcements that pump the price of XRP. Guys, pretty soon that limitation is going to be off Ripple, and I am so excited to see what happens. And guys, I want to finish this video off and just quickly go into the court case that we just saw, and I would get into Brad's entire post, but I'm not going to have time to do it. Just know there was essentially a person who put a class action lawsuit against Ripple for Brad saying he was long XRP and then selling XRP. Guys, the person who actually filed this class action lawsuit only had a couple $100 in XRP and didn't even lose a $100. And just understand, Brad didn't even say anything wrong by saying he was long XRP and selling XRP. I've sold XRP in the past, but I now own it. Selling XRP without being lengthy is impossible. Considering that unless you're long XRP, what marketing and sales strategies will you employ? If you don't, you can't sell XRP. Despite the absurdity of the situation, its construction suggested an attempt to classify XRP as a security. Here's Brad Garlinghouse's confirmation. I have once again received confirmation regarding this matter. Ripple's XRP does not function as a security, and the jury dismissed nearly all the charges against Ripple in this case, leaving only one charge unresolved. However, Brad Garlinghouse ends by saying that, regarding any false statements I made, I stand by them and look forward to providing more information on them during the trial. Guys, I would be very concerned if I were the one suing Brad Garlinghouse right now and going to trial. I hope there are legal ramifications for this guy. He should face legal consequences for his attempt. Here, he appears to be either a simple Bitcoin maxi or an SEC operative, once again attempting to obstruct Ripple's progress. Gentlemen, this individual bears a striking resemblance to the real Ripple SEC. This was a major setback, and we are witnessing Ripple, a business that has no business getting involved in this, becoming involved. We were the risk takers and the ones who learned about this before everyone else. Therefore, we will win big because they were always on the right side of history and the law. This will become evident to everyone when everything is said and done. I knew that Ripple's release was imminent. To tell you the truth, after this event, they performed better than I could have ever imagined. In any case, I want to thank all of you for coming. I hope this update was enjoyable. Have you remembered to subscribe to and like this post? It genuinely does mean a tremendous deal.